book of Nehemiah, it says, "Arise and rebuild the walls that we may no longer be a disgrace." And what David did was he literally read the book of Nehemiah every day for a month. And he saw that there's more political advice in the book of Nehemiah than the best consultants in the world today. And he saw that here's the formula for how to repair the breach, how to repair the cracks in the foundation. At the time he started it, it was just cracks in the foundation. Now we've seen some crumbling of the foundation. So this name Wall Builders, I think, was really important. And I thought when I joined him, I thought for the last 24 years that we've been rebuilding the walls. Nope. We've been stuck in the first part of chapter 2, where Nehemiah has to convince the king to let him go rebuild the walls and to pay for him to go rebuild the walls. You know, scholars say that Nehemiah spent probably 10 years in the king's court before that moment. So he was building the relationship. He was gaining rapport. He was gaining the trust of the king for that moment to finally happen. And I think that's what we've been doing for 24 years. We've been convincing the king. Who's the king in America? We are, right here. We the people. We've been convincing the people to let us go rebuild. We've been convincing the people that the rebuilding needed to take place. Rebuilding presumes that there was something torn down, right? So we had to convince the American people, hey, listen, these are real problems that are going to come home to roost. When you pour the poison of cultural Marxism into 2 generations of children, you're going to end up with burning cities where they think they're actually part of a righteous cause, but they've been lied to. Your inputs are going to produce outputs. And if you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. You put good stuff in, you're going to get good stuff out. The rebuilding effort that we're going to do for the next 415 days is to pull out the garbage and put the good stuff in. We're going to teach America what the principles of the Declaration actually give us while we're celebrating the Declaration. And for us, that's what we've been doing for 24 years. But now all of a sudden the king has said, yes, rebuild. And so their eyes are open and they're hungry. And I don't mean everybody. I know you got people in your life that you invited to be here today and they were too busy, or they had something else, so they just want to sit around and relax, and they don't get it yet. And frankly, a lot of them never will. We don't need everybody. We need 3%. We need 3%. 5 million informed patriots. That's 3% of the presidential voting population. 5 million informed patriots radically changes this country back to the foundational principles of truth, creator, pursuit of happiness, consent to the government, life, liberty, the pursuit of all those things. If we get 5 million informed patriots, that's how we're going to rebuild liberty.